Everyone loves success. But nobody wants to see the empty pockets, the sleepless nights, and the silent tears behind it. What if I told you? The biggest success stories often begin when a person has absolutely nothing left to lose. This is the story of a man who started from zero and built a life people once thought was impossible. In a small town lived a young man named Arjun. Arjun was not born into wealth. His father worked as a daily laborer, and his mother stitched clothes at home to support the family. From childhood, Arjun watched his parents struggle. Sometimes, they skipped meals, just to make sure Arjun and his younger sister could eat. Arjun was a bright student. His teachers believed he had a sharp mind. But life outside school was very different. After school, he helped his father carry bricks at construction sites. Not because he wanted to, but because he had to. Every evening, when he returned home, he would sit near a small dim light and study. One night, his mother asked softly, "Arjun, why do you work so hard every day?" Arjun smiled and said, "Because one day, I want you and father to stop working this hard." That dream became his biggest strength. But life rarely moves in a straight line. When Arjun turned 18, his father fell seriously ill. The family's only steady income stopped. Hospital bills started growing. Debt started building. And Arjun had to make the hardest decision of his life. He dropped out of college. The day he left college, he stood outside the gate for a long time, watching other students laugh, talk, and walk towards their future. Arjun felt broken. He felt left behind. For months, he searched for work. But without a degree, no one gave him a stable job. He worked at a tea stall, then at a warehouse, then as a delivery boy. Every job paid just enough to survive, never enough to grow. Many nights, Arjun sat alone on the terrace of his small house, looking at the sky, asking himself one question: is this all my life will ever be? One evening, while delivering parcels, he met an old shop owner named Mr. Sharma. Arjun noticed something different about him. Even though his shop was small, customers trusted him deeply. Mr. Sharma always spoke kindly. He always treated people with respect. One day, Mr. Sharma asked Arjun, "Why do you look so worried all the time?" Arjun shared his story. His struggles, his lost education, his responsibilities. Mr. Sharma listened quietly, and then said something simple. "Son, success does not start with money. It starts with courage to take one step forward, even when you feel stuck." Those words stayed in Arjun's mind. Arjun started observing Mr. Sharma closely. He noticed how the old man managed customers, how he maintained trust, how he ran his business with honesty, not shortcuts. Slowly, Arjun developed a new thought. What if I start something small, instead of waiting for big opportunities? But there was one big problem. He had no money. Not even enough to rent a small shop. Still, he decided to try. Arjun borrowed a very small amount from a friend. He bought basic household items and started selling them from a small roadside cart. The first day, he sold almost nothing. The second day, only 2 customers came. By the end of the first month, he barely made profit. People laughed at him. Some relatives said, "You left studies for this?" Even Arjun started doubting himself. But every time he felt like quitting, he remembered his mother's tired face and his father lying silently on the hospital bed. And he kept going. One rainy evening, everything almost ended. Heavy rain destroyed most of Arjun's items. His cart broke. And the small money he invested was almost gone. He sat on the roadside, completely soaked, staring at the broken cart. For the first time, Arjun cried openly. He felt like life had defeated him. Just then, Mr. Sharma came there with an umbrella. He quietly sat beside Arjun and said, Failure is not when things break. Failure is when you stop rebuilding. Those words hit Arjun deeply. The next morning, instead of giving up, Arjun repaired his cart using leftover wood and borrowed tools. But this time, he changed his approach. He started listening carefully to customers. He sold items people actually needed, not random products. He treated every buyer with respect, even if they purchased something very small. Slowly, customers began trusting him. They started recommending him to others. Months passed. Arjun saved every single rupee possible. He lived simply, spent carefully, and worked longer hours than anyone around him. After 2 years, he finally opened a small shop. After 5 years, that small shop turned into a busy store. And after 10 years, Arjun owned 3 successful stores in his town. One day, Arjun sat in his biggest store, watching customers walk in happily. His father had recovered. His mother no longer stitched clothes late at night. And Arjun finally remembered the boy who once studied under a dim light, dreaming of a better life. But Arjun understood something very important. His success did not come from luck. It did not come from shortcuts. It came from small daily efforts, repeated for years. Real success is not about starting with money. It is about starting with belief. It is about standing again after life pushes you down. It is about continuing when nobody claps for you. Maybe you feel like you are starting from zero today. Maybe life feels unfair right now. But remember this: zero is not the end. Zero is where every real success story begins. The question is not, do you have resources? The real question is, do you have the courage to keep going when resources are missing? Because sometimes, the people who start with nothing build the strongest futures. And maybe, just maybe, your story is waiting to begin.